Hello everyone, happy Friday. The hair is in a braid today because it's been aggravating me, but today is a special treat. We're going to be making one of my grandmother's, great-grandmother's wonderful French Cajun recipes. For one of those times when all you've got in your house is literally rice and milk and eggs, but we're not going to be using milk or eggs. We're going to be using plant-based milk and aquafaba. We are going to be making something called riz au lait, rice and milk, or as my sister calls it, rice pudding. I've got a bunch of white rice left over from Easter because that's the only thing they decided to put a vegan in charge of, was making rice. So I haven't made this before. I haven't even tested the recipe yet, so let's learn together. You'll notice that my sink is full of dishes. It happens. There'll probably be less dishes as this video goes along and this cooks. So let's get to it. Alright. And our pot here. Got a big old pot. My heat induction stove top. We're going to need 1/4 of a cup of rice. Let's do half a cup. And do 1/4 of a cup of rice in our pot. And you're going to cook this normally like you would cook rice in the beginning. And then we're going to fold things into it afterwards. I'm not going to make too much, about 1/4 of a cup of rice in there. And then we're going to take, all my measuring cups are broken, so let's see. We'll take, we're going to put a 1/2 cup of this coconut milk. And then we're going to put a 1/2 cup of water. So that's 1 cup of liquid to 1/4 of a cup of rice. Now the rice is going to be consumed by the liquid. We just want it to boil right now and cook. So we're going to put our heat on high because we want this to boil very quickly. We're going to take a spoon and we're going to give that just a quick little stir. Like that, just to get it to start to boil. While that's doing its thing, we're going to take 2 cans of chickpeas and we're going to rinse them and drain the liquid and put them in this bowl. And then I'm going to grab my mixer and egg beater and I'll be right back. So that's 2 cans of chickpeas. Now that we've got our pot is boiling, we're going to take our egg whites that we got from our aquafaba in our big bowl here. We're going to use a very large bowl because we are going to need to whip it, and we're going to need space to whip it because we need to whip every bit of liquid into the kind of egg white foam that we're going to fold into the pudding. We're going to put that on low to start, and then we're going to get higher and higher as we go. See how this is making a foam? We're going to do that until every bit of our liquid has turned into foam. So I'm going to pause this. I'm going to turn those into my fluffy egg whites, and then I'll get back to you. Alright, I'm nearly halfway done with meringuing my aquafaba. The liquid had cooked out of my rice, so I put another cup or so, about a cup and like a tablespoon of more coconut milk into my rice, and I've stirred it, and it's still staying on high. The rice is supposed to get mushy, it's supposed to do its thing, so we're going to let that continue to cook while we finish meringuing our aquafaba. I've let that boil down, and I've added another cup of coconut milk. I'm nearly finished meringuing these aquafaba. I think I should have got organic and I didn't, so it's not fluffing up the way I want it to. I'm going to finish fluffing up this meringue. I'm going to turn my heat down low, and then I'm going to start folding this in. So let's do this. We're going to turn our heat down, almost all the way down, and give that a quick stir. We're going to add just a little bit more coconut milk. It's getting very thick, which is what we want. And add just a little bit more coconut milk. About another quarter or half cup. There we go. I'm going to stir that in. Now, into our pot, before we fold in our meringued kind of aquafaba, we're going to add about 4 teaspoons to a quarter cup of maple syrup. I'm just going to put a little drizzle because I don't want this to be entirely too sweet. Boom. We're also going to add about a tablespoon of tapioca flour just to make sure that it stays a pudding consistency like we like. About tablespoon and a half of tapioca flour. And we're going to stir that in. Actually going to get a whisk. So I need to fold this in with a whisk in just a little while anyway. We're going to whisk that in. Now we still have our heat on low. We have not turned off our pot. So you're going to need to stir it every once in a while. I'm whisking it here to combine in our tapioca flour and our maple syrup. Alright. Now that's all combined in, we're going to put it up to medium heat. Meringue this just a little while. See, it's getting all fluffy. Nice and thick. And we're going to take and we're going to put our fluffed up aquafaba in. And we're going to take that and we're just going to stir it in slowly. It says to fold it. Stir that in and fold it in with the whisk. Ever so slowly. While our pan is on medium heat. Now it's thickening up very nicely because of our tapioca flour we've put in. Alright. More or less folded in, so we're going to stir now. Then we're going to add in the rest of our aquafaba meringue. I think it's meringue, but it's more like a foam. Okay, put some more in and fold that in. Nice fluffiness it is. Aquafaba. Fold that in with our whisk. It's really foamy. We're going to put our heat up just a little bit. You hear my cat in the background? Sorry. Stir that in. Now, in the original recipe, she uses about a half a cup to a cup of rice and 12 cans of pet milk and about 4 eggs. We're not doing that because we want to make a healthier version that's also vegan, so that's not happening. So, is it going to come out exactly like her recipe? No, but we are trying, and that's what counts. So, keep mixing that together. We're going to cook this for about 5 more minutes. Then we're going to let it cool. And when it's cool, we're going to put it in the ice box. You can leave it overnight. Probably overnight would be better. But we're going to, after this cools, we're going to have a quick taste test before we put it in the fridge. Now, if you don't know what pet milk is, it's evaporated milk. It's that really heavy, thick, evaporated milk. We're going to cook for another 5 minutes, and I'll see you in 5 minutes. So don't you want to see me just stir in a pot for 5 minutes? Hello everyone. Our mixture is somewhat cooled. I've got a spoon of it here, and I'm going to taste it. Remember when your grandmother makes this one special thing for Easter or Christmas once every 3 years because she felt like it? And then you hadn't had it in 5 years? And you figured out how to make it, and then you made it, and then you could taste all those years of not having it, and then you ate it, and it's just, yes. Yeah. I just completely redid my grandmother's recipe, and I made it vegan, and it's delicious. And I'm so excited. I look like an idiot, but still, oh my god. It's so good. Oh my god, I'll have some more. I'm gonna go bring her some, and she's gonna lose it. It's gonna be ridiculous. I'm not gonna tell her it's vegan, though. Still good, don't matter. It's so good. Oh my goodness. I've been waiting. I've been having a craving for this for weeks now. And she hasn't made it in so long. Because she didn't have it. She only made it when she made Christmas at her house. Which they did on rotation between all the families. And I have not had it in at least 5 to 7 years. And I just made it myself. And it's so good. Oh my goodness. Anyway. Nostalgia past. I'm going to plate this up with some fruit on top of it. Some fruit. I'm going to have some bananas, some strawberries, some blueberries. That's the picture you're going to see for the thumbnail. I'm going to try to write down the recipe as best I can, but there was no written down recipe for this. I literally went to her house when she didn't feel like leaving her house, and I went to go talk to her, and this is how she said how to make it, but instead of putting milk and eggs, I put aquafaba and tapioca flour and coconut milk, and I made it really, really thick, which is really good. So I think she's gonna like it when I go bring it to her. Hopefully that's the case. But anyway, thank you for watching. That's been my Rio Olay Cajun rice pudding recipe. But it's vegan. I think it's gluten-free. Pretty sure. And I'll see you next time. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Hit the bell notification so you get notified every time I post. And all my social medias are Sweet G Amber. Thank you for watching. I'll see you Monday for breakfast. Yeah, happy Friday. Hope you have a good weekend. Bye now.